Good morning. How are you this morning? I'm going to check and see, make sure I'm in the live in the right spot here. But let me smudge myself centered a little bit here. See if I can find me. Oh, there I am. I see me. Oh, I thought I did. All right, sweet. So, how are you this morning? I just got back from my walk, so I just threw a hat on and came in here. So, um, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Tina Zufelt, and these videos are a part of my gratitude practice. What I do with these videos is I share what I'm grateful for, and we're going to pull a card from this Magic of You Oracle deck. This is a good deck. So, why I do these videos is because I feel like gratitude is one of the best things that we can do for our sense of well being. And when we have a consistent gratitude practice and we stay in that state of gratitude, then we are, it can change our life. I know that, good morning, Tanya. I know that for me, it has helped me through many times in my life when when I've been able to lean on the gratitude practice when I've had rough times or when I've had things going on in my life. So, um, I just feel really strongly, and I know, and this past uh, couple of years, I quit uh, being so consistent. And for me, consistent is every day except weekends. And I do still do it on the weekends, but I'm not as consistent on the weekends. But for me, it is, but it's also when I'm not writing things down on the weekends, I'm thinking about things that I'm grateful for. And so for me, I let that go. And I was doing gratitude, but it was not every day. And it was not something that was top of mind all the time for me. And so the past couple of years, I found myself kind of spiraling and moving back down into that state of feeling lack and feeling frustration and feeling um, I was comparing myself to everybody. I was feeling depression had set in and had kind of let me or kept me down, and I was going through the motions, but I wasn't feeling anything, and I was really struggling to find joy in my life and all the things. I was pretty down, and um, in the fall of this year in the fall of 2024, I realized that this is what was causing it, was that I was not um, consistent, was not writing in my journal every day, was not coming on here and doing videos that keep me accountable. And um, so I started writing in my journal every day and started um, doing the things that I knew I needed to do, which is, working on my mindset and meditation and making myself go for a walk every day. Well, I don't do it every day, but I'm moving a lot more than I have than I moved probably all past 2 years. um, and I do 5 times a week at least. I go for my walks, and so yeah, that's kind of my story and why I do these videos. And I hope that in bringing these videos to you, I hope that I can help you to start to cultivate your own gratitude practice. And even if it is just taking a minute out of your day, here and there during the day, and just stopping and just asking yourself, what am I grateful for in this moment? And what that does is it's just going to bring you right back in. It's going to bring you to the present. And when we can live in that present moment, that's when we can start changing our life. And so and it helps us to start staying in that state of gratitude that, so I just really want to, that's kind of what my goal is with these videos. It's my accountability, but it's also something that um, I hope that I can inspire you to um, go ahead and start to do some of these little practices here and there. So anyway, come on and say hi if you're watching now, or if you're watching on the replay. Say hi. Um, Tell me what you're grateful for. I'd love to hear it. Today, I am grateful for the sunshine, and I am so grateful for my body. I'm grateful that she can walk, that she can hear, taste, smell, all my internal organs that are working all the time to keep me alive. I'm so grateful that my body is able to work so well, even with the abuse I've given her. And I'm grateful that my body works and hard at protecting me from disease, also energetically, by releasing all of I've taken on a lot of people's shit, and now releasing a lot of people's shit. So Tanya says, I'm grateful for my computer. Sweet. I'm grateful for technology, because then I can talk to you. We can see each other on the hi Cam. We can see each other on video. I live up in the mountains and can connect with people through technology. So I love that. Oh, thought I had to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So let's see what our card for the day is. Today on my walk, it was a balmy 17 degrees. When I got back to the house, it was 20. So I was like, dang. I wasn't freezing my butt off like I did yesterday. I mean, it was still cold, but yesterday it was cold. All right, let's see what we got here. This one kind of wanted to show itself. So um this is interesting. It says hex, and it says be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Now I'm gonna have to read the book for this one, because I have no idea on that one. Let's see what number 12. It says, do not cool. It says, do not underestimate the impact you are making right now. If you sense resistance and are feeling frustrated or angry in the face of it, don't succumb to the feeling powerless. The opposite is true. The Hex Maiden holds her head high, her demeanor calm. She appears to be in contemplative repose, and from this relaxed, non reactive position, she can best see and feel everything that is well informed. Like her, be on alert, but guard your heart, your opinions, and mask your feelings. Resist the urge to lash out and attack. Stand strong and silent and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. The sun rises, and on the horizon of the dark sky, the perils of the night are lifting, but there is work to be done to restore balance. It is the winds of change that fan the maiden's hair and stir the obscuring mist to rise from the valley floor, clearing the show to show the way ahead. There's a little. Okay. So, I it talks about don't underestimate the impact you're making right now, and if you sense resistance and are feeling frustrated or angry in the face of it, don't succumb to feeling powerless. The opposite is true. So that's kind of what this card, I feel like what this card is about. But then I also feel like when we're so it's talking about resist the urge to lash out and stand strong and silent and not allow the enemy to reveal themselves. But I'm also feeling like it could possibly be maybe something inside ourselves. And Tanya says, for me, this watching for the enemy within. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's like, what's inside of ourselves? Do we have, good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer says, good morning. I am grateful for all of you. Thank you. Um, yeah, shadow work, Kim. That's what I'm thinking is like when looking for that enemy within, what are the things that we are saying to ourselves inside, or what is that we're holding on to inside of ourselves that can be causing some chaos or causing some issues within ourselves. So yeah, that's a good card. Good card to remind us to go inside and find out what's going on with ourselves, right? Um, so, as you all, well, I shouldn't say as you all know, but many of you know, I've been digging into mindset work, and I was listening to a book this morning with Joe Dispenza again, and talking about, you know, changing our mind, changing our thinking, so that we can change our life. And for to me, I know that this gratitude practice is one of the things that helps me the most, but also in meditation and in journaling, it's helping me to change the way I think and change the things that I focus on. So we're as we know, where energy goes, how do we when where attention goes, energy flows. Why do I always get that confused? But where attention goes, energy flows. So if we're spending our days thinking about that negative things, like what I talked about earlier in the video, how I was, where I was thinking about how all this lack in my life, the things I don't have. I'm thinking about all of the things that are bad in my life, and those kinds of things. So when we start thinking that way, and we start thinking about those things on a daily, all the time basis, then that's what brings that brings more in. It's the law of attraction, and that's what it's going to bring, more of that stuff in when we're thinking that way. So when we our thoughts are energy, and it's just like anything else in our life. Everything in our world is energy, right? And thoughts are energy, and they're actually what makes our life. Our thoughts are what um, create our life. And so when we are thinking those negative thoughts, and we're thinking about how horrible a person we are, or we're thinking about, oh, I did this horribly, or I'm not good enough for that, or I don't have this, or when we're thinking that way, it's causing us to be more that way. It's causing us to bring more of that stuff in. So when we can start to change our thoughts and start thinking about the good that we have in our life, and that's what this gratitude practice is about, is thinking about the good things that we have in our life and writing them down, or you know meditating on them, or different things that bring them to the forefront. When we can bring that to the forefront and think about all the good things that we have in our life, then pretty soon our mind is changing, and we're thinking positive thoughts. We're thinking thoughts about how, oh man, I do have a good life. Oh, I do have, these wonderful things in my life. And and sometimes it's hard because we have a hard, so life. uh, let's face it, our this world is fucking crazy right now. Excuse the language. But it is crazy, and we so sometimes it is hard to bring ourselves into that state of looking at the things that we're grateful for. But when we can do that, we create our life in a way that we are able to be more resilient and more have the ability to move through things with a little bit more ease. It's not always, it's not going to be easy. It's work, and it's changing your mind so that you can move through those things, and you can um, just, you know, find your way to a more positive and happier life. And that's what this, life is too short for us to be in this state of worry, and of, living in this. As I've gotten older, I'm realizing more and more how short our life is. And um it's too short to live in this state of lack. It's too short to live in this state of not, I don't know, or I don't feel good, or I don't feel right, or numbing ourselves, or all the things. Life's too short for that. Find those positive things in your life, and have fun, have joy, find some joy in your life. Look at the things that you have, and what brings you joy. What are the things that you love, and then allow yourself to feel that joy. Because I know Tanya and I did a video, and I think it was today, or it comes out today. And I think I said in that video that I was doing I still do. I do a lot of crafting. I've done crafting for most of my life. And I would do all this stuff, but I never realized that it was bringing me joy. And I never allowed it to bring me joy, right? I didn't feel that joy. I was doing it, and there was a lot of healing work that was going on as I was doing a lot of the things, but I didn't allow that joy to come in. And, in a lot of aspects in my life, I've noticed that where, as I look back, I didn't allow joy. I always thought that joy was outside of me, that I couldn't find joy. And I realized that joy is everywhere. It's in the things I do. It's in those freaking cold ass walks I take in the mornings. It's in just standing outside and looking at the beautiful mountains. It's in you seeing my grandkids. It's in so there's so much joy that I can see in my life now that I would not allow in. And so all that to say, just let yourself feel that joy, and let yourself start working on changing your mindset, whether it's through a gratitude practice, whether it's through a meditation practice, or whatever is right for you. Just allow yourself to start changing that mind to where you're seeing those positive things in your life, and pretty soon you'll be seeing those things that bring you joy, and that are so wonderful and joyful. And life is, it's crazy out there in this world, but life can be good too. So that's my lecture for the day. Sorry about that, I went on a tangent. Today, what do I have going on? So I have a drum circle. Oh, well, not a drum circle. A circle, a new moon circle coming up on the 28th, which is next. I think it's next Tuesday, and it's at 6:30. It's on Zoom, and we'll be doing a new moon ritual on that one. And then I have Tanya and I are doing a Reiki class that will be coming up on March 2nd. So if you're wanting to learn Reiki, if you want to if you're wanting to learn Reiki for yourself, or whether you want it to be for a business or whatever, then we would love to have you. So I'll put a link for that in there too. And then we also have my grounded light mastermind. So this mastermind is coming up, and it starts on the 4th of February. And what it is for the healers and the wellness practitioners. And if you're trying to start a business, a, a wellness business or healing business, then you're welcome. And well, I'm taking applications for it, so it'll be a curated group, and it will be limited. But would love to have you, fill out an application if you're interested in joining it. So I have that coming up, um, and I'll have a full moon ceremony coming up in February. I think it's on the 13th of February, so I have to do something fun for that one. So I have that coming up. I think that's all I have. My coaching services are available. So if you're wanting some coaching, and yeah, so, and I am taking custom drum orders. So if you wanted to, drum, um, for yourself, if you didn't get a drum for Christmas, I can build you one. So yeah, I am taking orders for that right now. So, uh, that's all I got. Hope y'all have a great day, and big love to y'all. And thank you for joining me, and talk to you soon. Oh, um, Kim says, if only the young ones had our old crone wisdom. Yeah, that's true. Huh? All right. We'll see you later. Love you. Bye.